What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. Last time, we met our client, Matt Ungard, who's pretty helpless, all things considered. And it's gonna be a bit of a doozy to try to find him innocent of the crime of killing Juan Corrida and saving Maya. We have ourselves two Cyclocks that we have to deal with, one of which is a 4-lock. So that's gonna be a whole lot of fun to handle. In this episode, we are going to move on to one of the two hotel rooms. I've had a little bit of trouble trying to get my media players to work, so that way I can understand what exactly we needed for the Cyclock. So as a bit of a refresher for me, we do, oh, now that's also a good refresher. Lotta's camera was stolen. What exactly did we need to find for Lotta's Cyclops? Because this one's going to be a lot easier to figure out than the 4. Okay, let's see. You were looking into a scandal. An unfolding scandal between Juan and this person. Okay, so there's someone that Juan was involved with. Some sort of scandal. But we'll check out Ungard's room first. Where are we? We're in Mr. Matt Ungard's dressing room. This is our client's room. Oh boy, who is, old, bellboy, maybe? May I help you with something? Oh no, new person. May I help you with something? You're Mr. Ungard's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he is your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer. Wow! It's a simple deduction, really. The trial is tomorrow, and Mr. Ungard's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build his case, correct? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either. It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick! I am Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. Alright. She may be of small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. Small stature? Okay. Let's maybe try to look into a few of these things that are here before we start, questioning her. There's some samurai-looking clothes on the sofa here. I think that jacket-looking thing's called a happy. Whatever it is, I'm sure something like that would make a great souvenir. I would be absolutely thrilled! Should we be worrying about souvenirs or worrying about rescuing her? I mean, it's probably Mr. Ungard's suitcase. For someone who's only going to be here for the award show, this is a lot of stuff. Looks like he was about 3 days worth of clothes in here. Stars really are different from us, aren't they? That's a lot of clothes for a simple night. Looks like dishes left over from dinner. A dinner for 2 at that. I'm sure they're Mr. Ungard and Miss Andrews' plates. Looks like they had T-bone steaks. Oh no, not the T-bone steaks. What's with Global Studios and T-bone steaks? Do they have the bones this time? Okay, and then the beds. That's the bedroom over there. That's a bed? Wow, they have really big beds here. Okay, nothing really much. So let's talk to Adrian then. I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Yes, that is correct. Then I will tell you. Before the awards ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. On Guard. In this very room, I might add. Dinner? What did you eat? I told you, I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you took a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. So, T-bone steaks. I bet she's a lot of fun at parties. When the award show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall. And after the show ended, you came back to this room? No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. Oh. Preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess. When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. On Guard. After that, I went to visit Mr. Corrida. And that's when you found his body, isn't it? You really held strong through everything! Yeah, she does seem to be mentally tough as nails. Okay, so she was the one who discovered the body then? So, about you and... Stop right there. You aren't seriously about to ask how Mr. On Guard and I are related, are you? Sorry. I have no idea how he could choose you as his lawyer. Why'd you have to go and say something like that? Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright? I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm Mr. On Guard's manager. His manager? Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Corrida, have one? No, he did not. He didn't? Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios, in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars. I see. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to places like this. Honestly. You're wrong! I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya! Pearls, calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? Yeah, I mean, Pearl's here of her own volition. She wants to protect her cousin. Anyway, not really a whole lot else we can do at the moment. Do you know anything about this camera? I'd like to ask you about this. I told you, I hate trifling matters. It's a waste of time to show me things that are of no relevance to me. Wow, this is the first time I've been shut down this badly. Okay, so not really a whole lot. The press conference ticket? You're the one taking care of the arrangements for this press conference, right? Yes, that's right. But Mr. On Guard said he didn't know about it. Is that what he said? Huh? Actually, I didn't know all the details either. It was a request from the publicity department. All I did was help out to do what I was asked. Oh, I see. I wonder about that. It wouldn't take her to be the type of person to do something without knowing the details. Does that give us anything more? Not quite. Doesn't seem like there's really anything else for us at the moment. So we'll probably come back to her. In the meantime, let's check out Corrida's room. That's a lot of bears. Mr. Nick, where are we? We're in Mr. Juan Corrida's room, Pearls. Mr. Corrida? The victim. Which makes this the crime scene, too. Oh! I thought that was Pearl for a second. Oh, it's you! So, what happened? Kidnapper! Has he contacted you again? Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. On Guard's acquittal. You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there? I just want Maya to be alright. We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm going to help you as much as I can, pal. Can you do that? Even if we want to look around the crime scene? Just this once. Special circumstances. Right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know. But you gotta keep quiet. It's my neck on the line here. Thank you. Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here you go, little missy.
Wow, you're giving it to me? Thank you!
Wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good.
Mr. Nick, I got a map!
That's great, Pearls!
But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says.
Did Morgan not teach you how to read? Oh, poor Pearl. We got it. We have a lot to talk about. It's nice that Gumshoe's being so helpful, though. Okay. So we have Enguarde and Kurita's room, which then lead to Viola Hall, which then leads straight to the lobby. Okay, so it literally is just a straight line between each of these locations. It's not like there's a big gap between them. Okay. So, we can at least ask Gumshoe what he knows, and he'll be seemingly quite forthright about this. Do you know what was the cause of death? Well, technically, the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the victim should tell you, pal. It should? Yeah, here's a picture. There's a knife in his chest. Yeah, pal. That's the murder weapon. What is that, just a steak knife? Sue was stabbed to death. They're looking at the fingerprints down at the lab right now. There were fingerprints on the knife? Yep. And it looks like they're pretty sure they're Mr. Enguarde's prints, pal. That's bad. Real bad. Okay. Well, we can... Is there anything else here? Let's see. Looks like... What kind of bottle is that? Just a bottle of ketchup? Broken vase. With flowers. Stabbed right through his costume. I don't see anything else. His guitar is missing. His guitar case is open. So that's interesting. Nothing really else is really speaking out to me within the photo. At least not right now. Okay, so what reason for arrest? Because of the mountains of evidence. Why was Mr. Enguarde arrested? Because we had evidence on him.
Evidence?
It looks like the victim, Juan Kurita, really put up a big fight. Oh, we can move around too. That's nice. It's been a while since we've had a thing that we could do that too. Yeah, one look at the crime scene, you can tell. There are signs of a struggle everywhere. Well, yeah, during the fight his button came off. Mr. Enguarde said something about a button. Something like one of the Jammin' Ninja's buttons got caught in his hakama. But that's not all. What? There was a witness, pal. A witness? Who is it? That lady, Miss Oldbag. Please, anyone but her! The prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Not to mention, there's something around where the Vic was that's a little off. Something that's a little off? As in, that's for you to figure out, pal.
Alright, let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick.
Okay, well, we can go ahead and view all this stuff. Okay, so this is where he was killed, was around here. Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Kurita fought his assailant.
What are these bits of glass from?
Flower vase, maybe? There are flowers on the floor, but I don't know what they are.
You don't know much about flowers, do you, Mr. Nick?
Nope. Guitar case, though. This is a guitar case, I guess. A little beat up, but still usable.
That's strange. The guitar's not here.
Maybe he forgot to bring it to the show? Then why bring the case, then?
But Mystic Maya, she said the bright red guitar was the Jammin' Ninja's signature item.
That's true. Huh? This guitar case is wet. But it's only wet on the top of the lid.
Yeah, there's no water inside the case. This is water, isn't it?
Interesting. So water was spilled on top of the case, but somehow it didn't seep down? Oh, okay, I can see where the water is here. So yeah, so probably when the vase fell, it got all over the guitar case. But the guitar's still missing, though. Looks like Mr. Kurita had dinner last night.
This bottle, it's tomato juice.
Ate a lot of food at the award show last night. But I wonder if the stars had gone on stage after only eating a meager meal like this. Yeah, tomato juice. Well, I mean, steak. Can't exactly examine anything else.
So that's a bed, right?
Yep, it's big, but it's a bed.
Nick, it's so soft!
Big beds must be a rarity for her. Yeah, considering that she lives in what's essentially a monastery? Temple. But still. Okay, a laptop with some potato chips?
So messy here.
Girls really likes things neat and tidy, I take it.
There's a lot of electronic things in here that I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please.
Okay, that over there's a watch. You wear it on your wrist.
I know what a watch is.
Oops. For a second there, I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya. Okay, and the suitcase? That's a suitcase. There's so many things in there that I bet it barely closes. There's his clothes, a dryer, an electric shaver, a calculator.
All Stars packs too much stuff like Mr. Kurita?
Okay, can anyone tell me why there's so many bears? Okay, guitar case. What can you tell me about this guitar case? Oh, that. This is just what I heard, pal, but that's the Jammin' Ninja's signature item. The guitar case? No, not that. What do you take me as? I mean the guitar inside, of course.
But the guitar's missing.
Yeah, we looked for it too. It's not normal for a person to forget to bring their most famous item to an award show. It's starting to sound like that red guitar is related to this case after all. Do we have anything else? Nope. Talk about... Well, what about Adrian? She's Mr. On Guard's manager, right? No matter what I do, I really stink at talking with people like her. As soon as I open my mouth, I get all flustered. See, she's one of those women with the brain. She's someone who gets things done. Yeah, she does give that sort of impression, like she's got it all together. Compared to her, you can easily tell I can't do anything right kind of guy. That's why I get all nervous and start messing up. Feel sort of bad for him. What about Old Bag? I thought she was an alien from outer space. Yeah, probably because she's wearing that strange helmet. Nah, even with her helmet off, I thought she was an alien, pal. I think that's probably best kept to yourself, if you know what I mean. Okay, what about Matt? Hey, why don't we let bygones be bygones, pal? Look, this guy's guilty. A buck says so. $1? Surely you're not talking about Pearl's allowance money. I can't bet any more than that. My salary, It doesn't matter what we think. I still have to defend Mr. On Guard in court or else.
Mr. Nick?
Nothing really much there. What about Juan? I'm not a real fan of action shows or anything. But I know who Juan Kurita and Matt On Guard are. Can't talk about one without talking about the other, I guess. They even debuted around the same time. And so they have this real fiery rivalry with each other. Kinda like you and me, pal. I never knew he thought of me as a rival. I mean, why would he not? Okay. So, I wonder if the scoop would be with Old Bag? It's either Old Bag or Adria. Or Adrian. Adrian, that's her name. So I mean... Oh! Maybe it was best that we didn't try that Cyclock after all. Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you? Mr. Powers, have you been here the entire time? Yeah, people connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave. Okay, well, looks like we can get a little bit more information after all. Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai TV show? Okay. The Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It's the sequel to the Steel Samurai. I see. This time, there are 3 samurai brothers. Aluminum Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course, the Nickel Samurai. It's a Love Y in Neo Old Tokyo. I see. Wait, a love what? A love Y? This girl, Sayo, works at the tea shop and all 3 guys fall for her at the same time. Oh! I guess the Y shape is like the 3 brothers colliding over this one girl? Anyway, Sayo is actually the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader. Sounds like an unusual situation, like Romeo and Juliet. Times 3. Yeah. Strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies. It's like a soap opera! That's why! Yes, Pearl?
What happens next? I want to know! Miss Sayo, does Miss Sayo fall in love? She does, doesn't she?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
I'm going to stop watching Kids Masterpiece Theater starting this week!
I can't believe she's really considering it. Okay, does he know anything about Jammin' Ninja? So what's the Jammin' Ninja TV show like? It started from a remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. The Jammin' Ninja, like the samurai shows, is geared towards kids. It's the story of a ninja who can't scale a wall, but became a big pop star anyway. What? He was a really lousy ninja. Absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all. But boy, could he sing! With his trusty bright red guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm. A ninja with a bright red guitar? And then the final fight in front of his beloved Princess Misola. Jammin' versus the Muromachi 5. Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not-so-jammin' cold the night before Battle 3. Aw, that's too bad for him. Yeah. But this kind of pop music-based love story is something high school girls really like. Yes, Pearl?
What happens next? I want to know! The Jammin' Ninja, will he be able to sing? What about Princess Missoula?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
What show should I watch?
I can't believe she's really considering it. I mean, how about the one where the main star wasn't just murdered? Okay, so that's a little bit more stuff. That guitar case, that was Juan's. I'm guessing you've seen this case before? It's pretty famous by now. It stands out because it holds the bright red guitar. The bright red guitar. Jammin' Ninja's signature item.
But if the guitar is so important, how could he forget for the award ceremony?
That does seem a little strange. Can we talk more? Nope, can't talk more about the guitar. About Adrian? Hey, that's Miss Andrews! She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little. So Mr. Powers likes this type of woman. What do you know about Miss Andrews? Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know? Know her, you know? There's sort of a small rumor going around about her right now.
A rumor?
If you're interested, I'd be glad to share what I know. He's so happy. He looks like a lion that just found his next meal. Yes, please. Can you tell us? Yes. Okay, good. We finally have something new. Would you mind telling me about this gossip? So you are interested in it. I figured you would be. Yeah. I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip, too. Oh, really? You too, huh? Yeah, so take a look at this. Looks like a tabloid Miss Old Bag would read. Alright, let's see here. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A. You see now, don't you? Wait. You can stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Wright. Juan Corrida didn't have a manager of his own. Which means, if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials AA... Adrian Andrews? Yes, exactly. This is big news. But it seems kind of odd. That woman, Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of her client? It's that wonderful thing that can only happen between two people.
Mr. Powers looks so happy!
Charles is just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling. Well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. Garbage? Well, I mean, Matt is very clueless. Okay, but that does help us with Lotta's Psych-Lock. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous, a superstar in an ultra-hot mega-secret love scandal. Reliable sources say that Juan Corrida has been getting in close with the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A. Okay, so that... Will we be able to actually do anything about the Psych-Lock, though? I mean, we at least can get through the first one, but I guess we'll be able to see if we can get through the second one, too. Lotta, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room?
I told you, didn't I, for my scoop?
What I meant to know about were the details of this scoop.
That's not something I can tell ya. I mean, that there's my bread and butter.
Alright then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm going to say that you were looking into a scandal.
Yeah.
Could it be that you, Lotta Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Juan Corrida and this person, Adrian Andrews.
Take that!
This woman! She's Adrian Andrews, Matt Unguard's manager. The Nickel Samurai's manager caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jammin' Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it? You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer.
But you can't just make up any old thing and think it'll make the papers. You gotta have backup.
Backup?
Yeah, you gotta have that... what's it? News sauce.
You mean news source?
That's it. So show me something that shows that Juan guy had something with Miss Andrews.
And that's where we get the magazine clipping.
Take that!
This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A. Mr. Corrida didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Mr. Unguard's manager, Adrian Andrews, she has the initials A.A. You saw this article and then thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were lurking around Mr. Corrida's room door last night.
Ah!
Easy enough, Psych-Lock. You were looking into Mr. Corrida and Miss Andrews' affair, weren't you?
You got it.
gonna get myself a scoop by catching him in a secret meeting. But there's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news.
What'd you just say? Her initials are AA. What kind of vague thing is that? That ain't no proof of nothing. People are gonna want to see real proof.
Well, at least I do.
So that's what I was doing, getting photos. Oh.
I'm gonna whip up the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading. Then spice it up a little and have myself an exclusive story. Wow, a lot of nice journalistic integrity you got there. I already finished writing up my spicy article, you know? But, the paper I wrote it on? My note to myself? It's gone!
Your note to yourself?
It's inside the case of my $1,600 camera. They done run off together.
I came here for my big story! Didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me!
Yeah, I understand.
It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell ya. What's with people now anyway? I never thought I'd see the day when someone done steal something from me!
You really want that note back, huh? I have no idea why, though. The story on the note's probably a bold-faced lie. Okay, well, we have a little bit more of an update. Where exactly does that leave us, though? I don't think there's really anything more we can talk to Adrian about. Could we show this to Gumshoe, maybe? No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, not really a whole lot. He doesn't even know about the press conference either. Can you tell us anything more about the crime scene? You look at this photo and you can't help it. It makes you want to say, I can't believe this is the scene of a murder. Stabbed with a knife after a struggle. The clue is sleeping in this photo somewhere. I know it. Wait a minute. What exactly? It looks like that there is a glass that's filled. Here, slide over. Yeah, it's still filled. It's a beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it.
Ew, tomato juice? I don't really like it much.
There's a bottle of it on the table over there. That's probably where it came from.
But doesn't it seem weird?
What seems weird?
I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor.
She's right. The flower vase was broken and the makeup is strewn everywhere.
Why is the glass the only thing that's still alright?
Okay. Looks like a little bit more investigating helped out a bit. Can we show this to Gumshoe? We're pretty close to calling it. So about this wine glass. Ah, so you noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched. You noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe? No, actually, Miss Von Karma noticed it first. Yeah, Pearls noticed it before me, too. Hey, wait a minute! So, does that mean Miss Von Karma's here at the hotel? Yeah, she's around. Man, you're going to be in so much trouble, pal. Especially if she catches you in here. Well, you can bet the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000-meter dash. Ooh.
What's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick?
I've heard this sound somewhere before. Oh, that's right! It's Gumshoe's warning! It's Miss Von Karma.
Huh?
For some reason, whenever I hear that sound, she pops out of nowhere and whips me! Come to think of it, that's exactly what happened the last time. Sorry, I gotta make myself scarce later, pal! No!
last, you reveal your true nature. Mr. Phoenix Wright!
Would it be too much to ask for you to be nice to me for a change?
So, you are the type to steal information from pitifully hopeless detectives. That is very dishonorable of you! Ow! Hey, don't you dare run away, Scruffy McTurnin's coat! I didn't think the detectives of this country could be this pitiful. Detective, come over here for a second!
I think Gumshoe's dead.
I feel better knowing at least you've man enough to face your punishment.
I was so scared he just froze up on the spot.
Mr. Phoenix Wright! You have soiled my perfect prosecution record. I'll never forget that. This time, victory is mine!
Victory is yours?
Is that all this means to you? What? Huh. Come, Scruffy! The investigation briefing is about to begin.
Yes, sir.
This isn't over yet, I swear. On my family's honor! Ow! What did she throw at me now? What is this?
Well, I guess this means I gotta get back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to the Criminal Affairs Department, alright? And if you can, try not to let Miss Von Karma see you.
Interesting. Oh, it's on the table! Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper?
It's called an autograph.
Autograph?
The paper's got Mr. Kurita's name written on it, so it's his autograph.
I can't read it at all. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looked like this.
It's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here. See how it says, "To my dear..." Oh my god!
Damn it!
Look here. See how it says, "To my dearest Wendy" in more normal letters here?
This sloppy, unreadable writing? It's crazy and cruel to give this to someone!
Hold on. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. Oh, boy. Well, I think we know what we need to do next. And that's go see Gumshoe! Nah. But we are very much out of time. So, next time on Let's Play, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. I was about to say, it's like, where's the music? We gotta go give Old Bag another talk to. She did mention about wanting an autograph. That might have been part of her Cyclock, now that I think about it. But we'll go ahead, we'll show her the autograph, and maybe see if we can get any further in her 4-lock Cyclock. At the very least, we can go to Criminal Affairs and talk to Gumshoe as well to see if there's any additional information. But we're gonna need to swing by Old Bag first, so that's gonna be fun. Until next time, everyone, take care.